Hi, today we will be learning about how to bring technology into the classroom. I am going to start off by talking about the problem that Ms. Huffman had in her math class. Her students were just bored with their math lesson, they were losing interest, and so in return, she was losing their attention and they weren't getting a whole lot done. So, who are the students? Ms. Huffman's class consists of a very diverse group of 19 second grade students who are all very smart, all very capable of learning, but they just get bored and lose interest in the lesson. So, how is this lesson going to work? When beginning this lesson, I would start off by showing the students a custom-made Powtoon over the material that they will be learning. It will give them an overview of what to expect in the lesson, and we will go over later in this video what a Powtoon is and how you make it and just what is useful about it. Then, since this is a math lesson, I believe that it is very, very important to still give the lesson to the students in a lecture form. So even though this is math and you do want to incorporate technology into the lesson, it is also very, very, very important that you give them instruction time and you let them know that they have a time and a place to answer questions and that they can ask questions along the way because math can be confusing sometimes to students. After that, you can start incorporating the technology. Even though you did incorporate it at the beginning with the video, here you can incorporate even more technology. So instead of you handing out a worksheet and them just doing it in class, you can bring technology to this worksheet. So with the use of Edmodo, which again we will learn more about later, it is kind of like a virtual classroom. You can give them their assignments online and they can complete them online. So everything about the assignment is online and virtual. Edmodo will also allow you to create and provide your students with quizzes and also polls. And I love that Edmodo lets you use polls because then you can ask your students how they are doing on the material and you can get some feedback from them, which I think is awesome. After they've completed their assignment, you can use a smartboard lesson, which can be a game or something like that to bring some excitement into this math lesson. You can, like I said, you can use a game and they can enjoy this game and have some friendly competition, maybe get put on teams and just really have some fun with this lesson. If you choose to do a homework assignment on Edmodo, I highly recommend that you post your Powtoon video onto the virtual classroom on Edmodo. So if they're struggling with the assignment at home, they can go back and watch this video and get some help. So again, this is just how I see the lesson sequence going. You start with a Powtoon video, give them some instruction time, allow them to do their online assignments, and then play a game. So Edmodo, what is Edmodo? Edmodo is a program that allows the classroom to become virtual. So in some instances, you can make your classroom completely online if you would want, but since Miss Huffman's classroom, for example, is second graders, I don't recommend making the classroom completely online. Edmodo allows you to create and post assignments for students to complete as well as creating quizzes and polls. And these are all great resources and all things that I think you should use in your classroom. However, I would still teach the lesson in a lecture format to make sure that the students get more instructional time. And so over here on the left, you can see a little visual of an assignment that you can post, and you can tell them, please complete this assignment by Sunday at midnight, and set a due date and all of that for them. Once the students have learned the material, you can then give them assignments and quizzes to work on online. And you can also give them polls so that you can get an honest answer from them about how they feel about the material, because sometimes students are a little embarrassed to say in front of the whole class that their not feeling that great about the material and they need some extra help. So this is just a great way to get some honest feedback. Powtoons. Powtoons is a website that allows you to customize videos. And one thing that a lot of teachers do not think about doing is making videos to show their students how to do their work. To integrate this into her classroom, Ms. Hubman can make a video over her lessons that the students can watch before starting the lesson. This is what, over here on the right, this is what a blank Powtoon looks like. You can create your own animations, put words on it, do all kinds of cool things on that. This video will give the students an overview of what they will be learning. It will allow them to begin thinking about what they're learning before they actually receive the lesson and kind of get their mind going. And this video can then be put on Edmodo for the students to watch if they need help. And this up top is just an example of one that I have made and what it can kind of look like. A smartboard lesson. These are something that are smartboard lessons are so useful, and a lot of times they're kind of looked over. A lot of teachers have smartboards in their classrooms, but they can be taken for granted because most of the time teachers will just use them as like a projector screen instead of allowing to be something that's interactive for the students. So the smartboard lesson that I have chosen for Ms. Huffman with her problem was actually a game instead of a lesson. It is the game of whack-a-mole. She can use this interactive game to test the students' knowledge over the subject. Here is the curriculum alignment. So what she is actually talking about in her lesson is expanded form, how to write 3-digit numbers in word form, and also place values of 3-digit numbers. So this is just the curriculum alignment for how each of those things align with her lesson. How does using technology align with ISTE? So it allows them to be so much more than you can think. Students can develop and employ strategies for understanding and solving problems and ways that leverage the power of technological methods to develop and test solutions. So students are really getting involved in technology and using it to solve their problems. And they use a variety of technologies with design to identify and solve problems. And they can just be imaginative, and I really love that. And how will you assess the students? Since this is a math lesson, I still believe that the best way to test the students is to actually give them a quiz. That's the best way to see if they've really retained the knowledge. If it was maybe like a social studies or in language arts, you could give them a project or a paper. But with math, I think the best way is to really just quiz them. It is important, however, to give them plenty of practice before actually giving them the quiz. A simple way to give quizzes to the students would be to create a quiz for them to complete on Edmodo. And right here, down at the bottom, is a example of one that I have on my Edmodo classroom. You just type the question and then you'll put the correct answers down here, and it'll give them 3 or 4 answers and they can choose which one is the most correct. You can do multiple choice, you can do short answer, you can do whatever type of question that you would like. Since it is a math lesson though, they will probably be covering more than one topic. So how I talked about earlier, in this particular lesson, they're learning expanded form, word form, and place value. So for that, you can give them 3 short quizzes instead of 1 big quiz so you can see which topic they might be struggling with. Thank you so much for joining this lesson today. I hope that it helped y'all a lot and that you have learned new ways to incorporate technology into your classroom.